Hi, Leah. How are you doing?
Hi, glad to be here today.
Yeah, so she recently closed the deal and she is here to tell you all about it. So, Leah, first tell us, what do you do? Who does your business help?
Thank you for that introduction. So, my name is Leah. I'm a business and empowerment coach, and I help wellness coaches sign premium clients and find premium buyers for their offers. So, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, and it's much needed, like we said, to help wellness coaches find premium buyers. So let's first pause a bit and go back 1 month and a half ago. So tell us, where was your business 1.5 months ago before we started working together?
So, before we started working together, I was mostly focusing on educating, and I didn't really have clear call to actions, and I wasn't clear on my offer. I knew who I wanted to help, but to charge premium prices was really hard for me. And my mindset wasn't in a place where I was consistently showing up and confidently serving. So that's really what shifted for me when we met and started working together.
And where were you in terms of selling the offer itself?
Honestly, I was giving things away for free or doing low ticket offers, and I would get on calls. That wasn't the hard part for me, but it was monetizing and consistently, having people say, yes, this is something I need, and this is something I will pay in full for. So I was not able to do that. And that is why I was seeking someone like you who could help me overcome that challenge.
Yeah, and in terms of monetizing, like what would you say was the specific challenge there, like mindset wise when it comes to sale? Because you were doing calls, right? But it was really the selling.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. So, it would turn into a nice little friendly chat. And by the end,
Yeah.
even when I would say the price, it was hard for me to say it confidently. So, to tell you the truth, what shifted for me, okay, so my challenge was getting on a call or talking to someone in the DMs and feeling like, oh, when I say I'm selling something, I don't want it to feel pushy. I don't want to feel like I am, I'm bothering them.
Yeah.
So that was such an obstacle for me.
Yeah. So what you're saying actually is that the beliefs around sales, that was
Yes.
something that was holding you back. So you thought it was something that was pushy, you were afraid of saying your price, and most importantly, you probably didn't feel like the authority in those conversations.
At all. I mean, I'm like storytelling and people can relate to me, and the authentic part was there. But to actually be an authority and say, hey, I can help you, and these are the things I can help you do in your business, that was really hard for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's kind of what I needed to work on.
Yeah. So fast forward 1.5 months, you've signed your first premium client and you are
Yes.
booking calls. So tell us more about that. Like, what would you say has happened in that 1.5 month that has gotten you to this point and these results?
So honestly, I remember even getting on a free workshop with you, and I have hired coaches before. I have worked with uh, coaches, but it was the implementation. So even in that free workshop, I walked away with something I could implement right away to get me
Mhm.
results.
Okay.
And
So pause there. So let's go deeper in terms of implementation because I think a lot of people don't really know what that means. So what is implementation for you?
so implementation for me was okay, the opposite of that was me consuming content and filling out forms and just designing these things instead of actually taking something and going and solving the problem.
Right.
So when you working with you, I felt like I would present you the problem. Like, let's say in the beginning of the workshop, I know what I walked away with was a clear niche, even though I have spent the last 3 years redefining and defining this niche because it's all over social media. All the coaches talk about this is what you need to do, but nobody could ever help me get clear on that, honestly. So I walked away within 30 minutes, a clear niche that actually shows me buyers with, I mean, clients with buying power. and how to find qualified leads. And for me to get that for free, so you leading with value that way, that helped me shift my mindset from feeling like a used car salesman where, they tell you a price and then they go in the back and, they're making you just sit there frustrated. They come back out and you're just like, oh, I just want to leave with a car.
Yeah.
And now it's like leading with value. I am so on fire to serve others and to just embody that instead of selling. It's more service based, and that's really what was missing for me.
Right. So implementation and also the part of being value driven and helping people serve. So talk more about that, like, because I think for you, a big shift has really been the intention and the energetics when it comes to how you approach sales now versus how you thought about it. So what was that experience like for you?
So you led by example when you DM'd me and you sent me a personalized piece of, personalized value. It just really touched my heart that you took the time to, it just made me feel seen and heard, first of all. Um, and that built trust even before, we got on a call or I paid you or anything. I was like, wow, this person really cares. And you saw a problem that you could solve for me right away. So once you did that, and now it's like something I've embodied as well, where I can serve people before they even pay me, where I can offer them value. It has become so exciting to get up and just say, wow, I want to serve 5 women and provide them with value today. And that's it's so much more exciting to be that way instead of, oh, okay, let me, look for some people to prospect. Let me go in these DMs and, let's see, if they're going to reject me, because I don't even feel like it's rejection anymore. It's like an opportunity to change people's lives. And that's really a gift you gave me in your program.
Wow, that's beautiful. And how are you using that right now to book your own calls and to teach that also to your clients?
So right now what I'm doing is embodying the step by step. So when I worked with coaches before, they could show me their success, but they couldn't reverse engineer the steps.
Mm.
And when working with you, I got clear on the steps you were going to take me through, your process to get results from me. And now it's like I can plug and play that for my clients. So I got clear on, okay, what are the pillars in my business? And like I said before, coming from wellness, it's so hard to offer tangible results. Because, for instance, if I said, I got divorced at like 42, I had to start over, right? And I
Yeah.
wanted to help other women, rediscover their identity, find purpose, achieve happiness. And I was so on fire to help them do that. And I said, okay, I was on this side and I got to this side. How do I help these women, come with me to this side?
Mhm.
But you can't really reach out and grab purpose. You can't,
Yeah,
those are like the
absolutely.
byproducts, you know?
Absolutely. So what
So,
you're saying is that your offer is like more tangible now, like tangible outcomes that
yes.
people are actually buying.
Exactly. And now it's like, okay, I can guide you from step 1 to step 2 to step 3 and get you to the finish line. I'm offering radical accountability, just like you're doing with me. And I
Mhm.
mean, yes, you are like there every step of the way guiding me. And I have really not had that before. So that has been something I was able to implement as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And in terms of radical accountability, like what is your experience in this program, how you experience that part? Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So I can't even say enough about how available you are. And it's not just even time wise, it's your energy, it's your like let's say, I'm stuck on something. And within a few hours, you will respond with an example, with an option to move ahead. So it's almost like any challenge I have, I know that I can trust, I can come to you and we will be able to navigate it. So that has really built my confidence. And I mean, when I say radical accountability, before, let's say if I'm working with a coach, it would be, okay, I'll see you next week. we'll have our weekly call, and
Mhm.
in between it's not as I mean, yes, I may get to your email 24, 48 hours from now, but by then it's like I have another challenge, so we haven't been able to tackle it. So then it's like, okay, get all your challenges together so that we can do it on our weekly
Right.
call. And by
Yeah,
then, there's just like so many things
absolutely.
happening.
Yeah,
So for you to just like help me tackle things step by step, so we're putting out fires right when they happen, that has been
absolutely.
so different.
Yeah, we have to keep the speed of iteration because that's how you build
Yes.
business, and it doesn't make sense to wait 7 days if we can do it in the same day when the problem arises. So that's thank you for highlighting that. And what would you say in terms of your perspective on sales, right? Because a lot of female coaches, that's the part where a lot of them struggle with, like selling, booking the calls and being on the call, tackling the objection. Like what have you learned, would you say, in terms of tackling objections specifically?
So honestly, to not just like I could have read books on objection handling. I could have, you know, gotten something off Google, but your program goes so deep in when we are doing role playing, when I have to show up and sell to you first and convince you, that really helped me tackle like all the things that could happen on a call with my clients, and just going and practicing that and embodying that to where you're giving me the tools and then I had to make them mine. Like, how do I tackle objections? But it was really the mindset behind it. So to go from being afraid of sales and just avoiding that, or saying, okay, I'll just give you a free 7-day course, or okay, sure, we'll connect, in a month from now, and just me, saying, okay, yeah, sure, like bye, we'll just talk later. um,
Yeah,
for you to give me the tools to go and practice to tackle them. And this was like onboarding, and then day one, you're like, okay, go do this, go implement this, and then we'll get it on a call in a couple of days, and you're going to sell to me. Now it's crazy for me to say, that is like the fun part for me, is to help other women be able
yeah,
to sell and not focus on it like sales is this monster that we can't tackle, but something that is full of service. There are people who need us. We're offering value, and it's okay to sell because you're serving. So thank you for
yeah.
the gift.
Absolutely. And this is my favorite transformation, right? It's not the strategy and the practical things. Like that is just something that comes with being consistent, but the mindset shift of going from, being insecure around sales, not wanting to sell, to actually being in joy and service and having that mindset that you just want to expand and give it to other people. That is honestly the most beautiful transformation you can have. And it
Price.
makes so happy that you, like, even like halfway through the program you have already achieved that, and we are not even done yet. So thank you so much for doing the work and showing up
Absolutely.
for yourself and for your clients.
Thank you. And honestly, this is something that you've taught me for long term. It is something that I can carry years from now. And yes, I signed my first client 4 weeks in, but I know that I could have done it 2 weeks in. I was just taking it, how, like, if I doubled the effort that I was doing, I know that it was possible in that. So that's how good the program is, and I love that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your beautiful words. Do you have any last words you would like to share with anyone that's watching this or considering to like lean more into sales, the program, or committing to the process?
Yes, absolutely. I would say I can't say enough about working with you and just the process and what I've learned. It's life changing. And anybody who has the opportunity to work with you, you're amazing. And I'm not saying this, I'm not getting paid to say this. I will say this over and over. Thank you, thank you, thank you for a lifelong gift. This is a legacy I can pass down to my daughters. And I'm just so excited for all the dreams that I can make come true with them. So thank you so much.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you. Well,
Absolutely.
everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below.